I made it back to the live. Yeah. I'm basically gonna tell you what's going on. I had audio issues in the last video, which is not abnormal. So I have a feeling that I'm painting. Oh, here we go again. I have a feeling that I'm drawing. Right? I don't think it's painting if you're using a Sharpie. I have a feeling I'm drawing onto a canvas. And it's been rattling around in my head, this thought over and over again. And all I want to do is, oh, there it goes. Double. I just made sure the live was working. So, yeah, so this thought was rattling around in my head over and over again. And instead of like hurting someone's feelings or just letting it kind of detonate, I have chosen to immortalize my weird feeling and my weird thought into this live for you so that I can show you how to do this. It's so important to be able to take a thought that's been rattling around, repeating. It's called ruminating. If you just keep thinking the same thought over and over. So I take those thoughts now, the ones that go around and around in my head, and I put them into art. And instead of saying, like, F you, I hate my boss, or whatever person's name, I try to be more thought provoking with my, like, what am I trying to say? Because a lot of times, for me, when I'm mad, I'm actually just afraid. So it helps me to go through these feelings I have by just getting a sketch onto a canvas with a cheap mechanical pencil, because art pencils are too dark and graphite-y. So I got my cheap mechanical pencils that I buy in like packs of 100 because I like bulk, I like cheap. Um, anyway, so here I am putting my thoughts and feelings here for the whole world to judge and see. But luckily, I don't make art for the whole world, I make art for myself. It's like taking medicine. And sometimes that medicine helps other people. How cool is that? You can be like, I'm mad about this. And other people will be like, I get it. And then all of a sudden you just like feel better. And then you can be your own therapist. By the time I'm done with the painting, maybe I'll figure out what it is I am scared of or what it is I need to work on that I'm reacting to. That makes like this aspect of society so it feels like damaging. But anyway, so I've been trying to include, if you hadn't noticed, I've been trying to include this like picture in picture, second picture, so you can kind of see who I am. And every time I do it, I have massive audio or video problems because I live 7 miles from a street light and our internet is questionable. But if I stream right from my phone, it's cool. It's just I have problems if I schedule it. So I have to kind of do all my lives on the fly right now because yeah, because I've done like hundreds of videos now and I want to get them right. I could do a painting about that. About crappy Staples tripods and how you should never get one. Okay, loud noises. Let me know if you can hear me talking or just if you have thoughts about the art. I'm going to repeat myself because it helps me to sort out what I'm doing. I took a thought that I couldn't stop thinking that was really annoying me and almost like, I don't want to say crippling my day, but really, you know how you ever been held hostage by a thought? Okay, so this thought has been really been like coming back around again over and over all day, related to a couple of social media apps that I go to, and just kind of experiencing things there. I kind of like how these are thin. So for now, I'm going to do these ones then. And it's Sharpie, so remember, if I want to, I can. Now, if I want to clean it up, let's see if you can see it. Can you even see the pencil? See the pencil marks? I kind of like them. It gives it a little personality, but let's just say you didn't want it there. Unless it's really wet, it's almost impossible to smear Sharpie. So there's all these things you need to know about Sharpie if you're going to use it on a canvas. It's going to bleed through your painting. If I covered this with paint, this would kind of show through. And guess what? That's why I did it. And while I'm here, the best eraser to use, here's a quick win, with mechanical pencils is called Wonder White. Get a Wonder White eraser. It'll blow your mind. Okay, back to these tears shooting out bullets. I think I need some more tears down here too. Let's just work our way across this. Try to get it done. Or this stage done. And like I said in the audio, in the bad audio part 1 of this video, live, was that when I use Sharpie, I never go over the same spot just one time. There's something about going over it that second time that adds this slight little imperfection thing for me that I really like. That makes it look more like real art. Like a real artist made it. So yeah. So I'll do these little like guidelines of the mini one. But I'll go back and fatten them up. Hoping to get a little bit of movement in there. It's just more fun for me. It looks too robotic to me. No offense, AI. If you're listening. So yeah, if you're doing a Sharpie over a pencil on a canvas, go over the lines twice. If you want it to look more like a drawing, take your time to really get it in there in the little grooves of the canvas. And again, you can erase all the pencil. You can gesso over this. It'll show right back through the gesso and look like a coloring book almost. It's pretty cool. So again, I'm recommending that you take that one thought that you can't stop thinking, and let's just say pick the worst one. Pick the one that seems to be stuck. And then concept out a drawing using mechanical pencil, cheap ones too, the bulk 100 packs. And Get it how you like it, and then go over it with Sharpie. Sometimes down the road, after these hang on my wall in this way for a long time, I end up tracing over all the Sharpie with black paint. I'm gonna go back to that one. So, no, I'm not. So, there's so many things you could do. You could literally use this as like, now it's a coloring book. Now you can just get paint and go over it, knowing that it's going to show through a little bit, which is going to help you, right? It's going to help you remember where your drawing is as you keep slapping paint over it. Oh my gosh, it's raining so loud. I wonder if you can even hear it. Here in Grass Valley, it's wet. Tears of bullets. Get some of those in there. Pew, pew. You're hurting us. Please stop. All right. Again, I'm just trusting my original drawing. I'm not really veering too far from it because I like instinctual painting, instinctual art making. I like to do long sweeping lines and not second guess myself a million times because I do that everywhere else in life. Come on. Okay. Excuse me. More tea. Okay, so I've got my drawing. Almost got it all on here. There's a couple things from the original sketch that I didn't add. I think I want to make these eye spirals like really pronounced. But again, I'm not a licensed therapist or anything, but I highly recommend. The one thing that you feel like no one around you is listening to you, this is like a constant common human condition, right? That we think, dang, no one around me is really like listening to me. I don't feel heard. Well, I don't feel heard can be solved real quick with a fun creative art piece that hardly anyone would want to hang in their home. That makes it more fun to me. Honestly, when my art repels people for some reason, I don't try to repel people. I'm like, well, look what the art did. I can't control that. And since I can't control how anyone else reacts to my art, I'm definitely not going to spend even a minute worrying if you like this or not. I'm having fun making it. Sharpie on gesso makes this like really like relaxing sound. It's almost like meditative. Like, I mean, people play chess to relax. And that's like really hard thinking. So yeah. Next time you have a thought that is slowing down your life, get it out in a sketch. Ask questions to yourself about it. That's what I say. It always comes down to something I'm usually afraid of. What am I so scared of? It's kind of a chicken leg thing going on right here, but why am I like obsessed with it now? Why do I want it to be like a chicken leg? All right, this part down here, I need to get some of the pencil off. It needs to be just a little clearer. Chicken leg. I kind of like it with the pencil though, right? It's like if I take the pencil off, then it'll just look like, then it'll just be a straight up coloring book vibe. think I'm going to thicken the lines, but leave the pencil for now, because I can't put it back. Just thicken more of the lines. Even on my 6-foot paintings, my giant ones that I do, those art commissions, I have Sharpie in those too. I always have liked to use Sharpie as a guide. It definitely shows through the paint. Unless you've done it so many times, you know how to work with it. And a lot of people, when I say, oh, I'm going to Sharpie this, they cringe, they want to run, they want to scream. And they want to give me art rules and limits and stuff. Which is funny because it only makes me want to rebel even harder. I'm like, okay, cool. Sharpie it is. So, I don't think people who, like, don't paint all the time realize how inspiring it is to be suggested not to paint something. It's almost like, well, all right, that's the next one. Weird, huh? Artists are such rebels. I love us. Good job. Good job, creators. I'm glad you're here. I wish my OBS live stream with the picture-in-picture was working, but it just causes audio problems. So I have to do the classic phone stream, but I got a new drafting table and a new light. So hopefully you can kind of see what I'm doing. What matters most is that you, the next time you have a very hardcore, strong feeling, you grab a little piece of paper and you just jot down the first thing that comes to mind. Chicken leg, turkey leg, stinky leg. And if I was sitting here worried if someone was going to buy this or not, I probably would have fixed, quote unquote, fixed that chicken leg. But because it's for me, I'll chicken out as hard as I want. Wait, chicken out? That was weird. Alright, let's get that broken heart outlined. There's so much happening in the world and in our lives all the time that you have to make art through it. You can't pause. You can't hesitate. And if the art comes out bad, guess what? Bad art teaches you about the medium, right? So all your crappy paintings are like where you really learn how to use the paint. It's interesting, but you kind of have to just make a bunch of art. You really align with 2 out of 10 of them. The other 8 are teaching you how to make art. And you could paint over them. Or give them away. Or skeet shoot them. At Burning Man. Just kidding. At 4th of July. Okay. Alright. So we got the broken heart emphasized. That makes me happy. That feels satisfying. I don't think this one should be much thicker. There's a couple more things that need to be addressed. You want me to tell you what inspired this painting? Or can you figure it out on your own? You want me to tell you about the stuff I'm using? I think this is a 10 by 10 canvas I got at Ben Franklin near me in a 5-pack. Yeah. In a 5-pack economy. Whatever that means. Yeah. So those $15 for 5 of them. I can do math. $3 each. That's a little bit less than the 2 for 5 ones at Five Below, and they last way longer. The Five Below ones, if you press too hard with a pencil, it goes through. You just poke it through. Make little holes in your canvas. That's okay though. You can fix those too if you didn't know. Don't throw the canvases out. It is super important to me that your true art voice comes out. You spend time to find it. The only way to really find it is make a bunch of art, because then you'll know what your favorite stuff is. It seems obvious, but that's really it. It sounds excruciating, but it's not. Cranking out a bunch of art is always satisfying, even if you don't like it. It'll make that day worth living. In my opinion, art makes life feel correct. Last little broken body down here. Oh, thanks. Thanks, K Art. I appreciate that. I like doing these little stick figure people. I still don't know if I want to erase the pencil. I think it kind of gives it a vibe. Okay, the eye spirals. I'm not done. Stick with it. Stick with me here. We gotta get the eye spirals thicker. Or maybe the eye outlines. Let's see here. Just clean it up a little bit. With my Wonder White eraser, best eraser ever. Something inside me tells me to do this thicker. I'm going to try a little bit. Nervous. Why am I nervous? Because the art keeps me honest and destroys my ego. Thanks, art. Thanks, bro. Sis. Them. Hugs. Yeah. Sometimes not having a plan is scary. You're just going to try stuff and hope it works. Thanks for watching me make art. Thanks for watching me calm myself down by being super honest in this art piece about how I've been feeling lately, particularly when I log into a social media app like Facebook or Blue Sky. I'm just sensitive, I guess. I'm sensitive. Okay. So we got loud noises. I got my message. There's someone yelling. What they're saying is radioactive. Their tears are like bullets. And this is my heartbreaking. When I think about it, I just might be being dramatic, but I have intense feelings about things, and when I was little, whenever I was depressed or sad, my mom would give me art supplies. So, here I am. Thanks, Mom, for giving me a creative outlet so I have a place to put my feelings when I'm super upset. Thanks for subscribing, commenting, and getting to know me a little bit better. Say hi in the comments. Oh, it's so fun to go live. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I don't want to erase the pencil or anything. I think I'm just going to hang it on my wall and look at it for a little bit. Maybe I'll sign it just for fun. Because I do like black and white art. It's got that timeless, for me, it's got that timeless thing. So cool. I appreciate you watching so much, actually. It helps me get through the day. Bye.